know if this video is going to go up before the hurricane or after, but if it goes up before and you are in the area of the, you know, my island people, Dominican, PR, Bermuda, Bahamas, anybody in the islands area, and in the Florida area like I am, continue to be safe, prepare to be safe. I don't know when this video is actually going to go up, and just hold on. Like, literally, this is one of the strongest storms that they ever seen. They didn't even think it was going to be here, but for some reason my spirit just moved me and I knew it was going to be this strong, so I literally made moves to be in position to be with my family, you know, whether we decide to evacuate or not. Hey fellas and boys. Okay, so obviously you've seen the title of the video by now. So this video is about dating pre and post weight loss surgery. So if you're interested in this topic for whatever reason, stay tuned. I mean, I haven't found my husband yet, so I haven't had that experience. Okay, so as you can see from the title of the video, this is going to be about dating pre and post extreme weight loss or weight loss surgery or whatever you want to call it. First of all, I do want to apologize for the lighting. As you all know, I do use natural lighting, but it is doing its own thing right now because the storm is coming, Hurricane Irma. So it's like going in and out of brightness, so I do apologize for that. Can't really do anything about it, but I do prefer to use natural light. So anywho, now that we got that out of the way, dating, yeah. So if you follow me on Instagram, which, side note, you should, and other side note, if you don't, why not? All that good stuff will be in the bottom bar or whatever. But so yeah, posted this this really funny, I have to look it up because I posted it like 3 weeks ago now, because this video is obviously late because my name is Whitney and that's what I do. But yeah, I posted this video of B Simone on my Instagram where she was talking on she was actually on an interview at a radio station. The radio personality guy asked her like if she was single, and so her response was just super funny to me, and it's a little explicit, so if you don't like cussing, sorry. But it was a little explicit, but yeah, she was basically saying like, I'm not just single, I'm single as fuck. I am single-ish. Like, it was so funny to me, and I was like, that's my life, I really am that single. Let's just talk about pre. Okay, pre weight loss surgery. I was actually dating this young man for, I think once we like stopped dating, it was like a total of 4 years or something like that, a very long time. And so we dated, you know, but like right around the time where I was thinking about having weight loss surgery, was things kind of just went left and then right, and then, you know what I'm saying. So we were dating or whatever, everything was fine. When I met him, I was smaller, and then, you know, throughout the course of our relationship, I kind of gained the majority, well, not even the majority, just the end part of my weight gain. I gained more weight when we were together, I guess you could say. And I guess people call that, like, you know, relationship weight, happy weight, whatever you want to call it. So I gained more weight while we were together. He didn't really care, like, honestly. He had even made it a point to tell me that, you know, he likes, you know, the plus size fluffiness or whatever you want to call it. Some people don't like being called fluffy, but I was a thickums. I was a BBW or whatever, like whatever that label is you want to call it. That's what I was, whether it be fat, plus size, BBW, fluffy. I embrace them all because it is what it is. I was a healthy girl. But he didn't care about that. I, of course, did weight loss surgery for myself and for nobody else. And I've made that a point in pretty much all my videos. So for him, and I don't want to like speak for him, I do want to make sure that I say, like, I'm not speaking for him. It was just, this is just my perspective of dating in general, for myself. I felt like for him, A, he didn't want me to change, because he liked how I was. B, I always felt like he didn't want me to lose, you know, a lot of weight or whatever, because that does bring a different type and amount of attention that you receive. It's just natural. People see you and then you look different. and then you look different good, you know what I mean? So it's just, it's natural. It's a natural thing. And I always felt like for him, that was a bigger issue than anything. But again, I'm not speaking for him. This is just how I felt when, you know, when all this was happening. So pre-weight loss surgery, you know, I felt like dating wasn't hard. Like, I didn't have a hard time dating. Like, even though I was fat, plus size, BBW, whatever you want to call it, I never had a problem dating. Never had a self-confidence issue. Never had a self-esteem issue. So dating wasn't an issue. But like I said, I was dating him. So that's the pre side of it for me. I just felt like, in a way, it was more of a, I don't want to say he was being selfish, but he was being selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like me losing weight meant change, not just for myself, you know, physically and emotionally and all that other stuff. I felt like it was a change that was going to happen for him as well. That just involved other things. Like, I just didn't feel like it was the best thing for maybe us, but it was the best thing for myself. So I'll say it that way. Post extreme weight loss or weight loss surgery, or, you know, losing a lot of weight, now dating is very it's very much like a video game. Why do I say that? It's very much so like a test of your level of discernment, right? So like in a video game, you are like, you're trying to level up. You're trying to get to the end where you're like battling Bower Boss or somebody. Like, y'all can obviously tell the last time I played a video game, but you're battling to get to the end and to play the top dog or whatever, to basically win, and then you win like some prize or something or whatever, right? I feel like now dating post weight loss surgery, post extreme weight loss, is like a video game. It's like a level. It's like I'm trying to conquer different levels. I'm trying to conquer with my level of discernment. I'm trying to figure out, you know, okay, on the friends level, who is really for me and who's against me. On the family side, even family and friends, family goes with friends, but yeah, so even, okay, so friends, I'm trying to figure out who's for me, who's against me. Family, I'm trying to figure out who's for me, who's against me. Men, I'm trying to figure out who's really here for me, like me, Whitney, or who's here for like Instagram Whitney. Does that make sense? I don't think my type of pictures or output on social media changed. I feel like the perception of me and the perception of me changed, which in turn changed the perception of things that I post. Okay, so I never was, like I said, I never was ashamed of my body. Even though I was plus size, I never felt like, oh my God, I should go in a corner and hide. I was taking pictures of myself like going out to dinner, you know, with a long skirt and a crop top. I'm 280 something pounds wearing a crop top. Size H breast wearing a crop top. I'm on the beach in a two-piece bathing suit. Like, so I said all that to say, like, it was stuff that I have done before that I still do now, but it's looked at differently because I'm different. My body is different. So with different comes different attention, and I feel like different attention is, again, testing your level of discernment. So you have people who are, you know, all of a sudden hitting you up and saying how beautiful you are, which is great, which is cool, which is, I'm fine. Like, you know, thank you. I appreciate that. But it's those same people that you have to figure out that, you know, I mean men mostly. You're trying to figure out if they're really trying to get to know you and really trying to get to know you to date you, or if they're really trying to get to know you because they want some. Which is every woman's problem. Okay. Again, I'm not trying to speak for every woman. I'm just saying, which is a common issue, whether you're plus size or not, or, you know, whatever. I just feel like it came more. It came more frequently now that I've lost weight. And not everybody is comfortable enough to do this, which is perfectly fine. But I tell people, guys that are interested in me, I'm pretty straightforward about my weight loss surgery. And that's just how I am. That's just how I choose to be. Of course, I mean, I'm literally sitting in front of a camera telling people about weight loss surgery, like on YouTube. So millions, not millions, thousands of people see my videos, so I am very honest and upfront about it. Just on this level, but also on a personal level. I tell, you know, guys when we go out to eat, they're like, you know, what, you want to go out to eat and drink? And I'm like, well, we can go out to eat. I can't really drink with you unless we, like, you know, we sit around for a little while. And then if you eat, I'm not gonna eat a lot. Like, I have to explain all of that because I don't want people to be offended, because in certain cultures it is very offensive to not eat all your food off the plate, or, you know, only get a little bit, or, you know, whatever. So I am very upfront about my weight loss surgery with men, which is how I just choose to be. But even with me being upfront, I also ask them, how do you feel about plus size people and plus size women? Because that, your answer to that will also tell me how you feel about me. Why do I say that? Because even though I am a smaller woman now, I'm still like a size 10. So depending on who I'm standing next to, your girl is plus size, or, you know, thickums or whatever. But your answer to whether or not you like plus size women, or how you answer the question, will also tell me a lot about you. Because some people do not like, you know, big women, and that's fine. That's personal preference. But, and I should say this, I kind of sometimes do it the opposite way. I'll ask you how you feel about plus size girls, and then I'll tell you about my weight loss surgery. Now, to go back to my point, whatever they say or however they answer the question about how they feel about plus size women, like I said, tells me a lot about them, but how you also feel, like how I feel about you. Because I don't mind everybody having a preference. That's fine. I have a preference. But with your preference, I don't want you to be prejudiced. Okay? So yes, it's fine that you only like, you know, slim girls who wear a size 6 to a size 4 and who's tall. And that's cool. Totally got it. I understand. But don't don't sit next to me and bash, you know, the plus size girl who came in with her friends, and you're like, you know, you say something slick out your mouth. Cause see, now you just told me that you don't like a part of me, because I'm not currently, you know, overweight, but I was, and I was for a while, for a very long time. I've always been overweight for, like, not always, but most of my life I've been considered overweight. So me listening to you bash this other woman because she's a heavier woman lets me know that you're not for me. I've even had men, you know, who I've talked to, dated, or whatever, literally try to use things against me that I've said about myself and about my situations, different situations, against me. Okay, I don't know if you've watched any other video other than this one, but if you have not, honey, check out a couple of my other videos. I preach to be strong in yourself, to have your own self-confidence, to have your own self-assurance, to not let anybody else's thoughts and opinions become the ruling thought and opinion of your life. Because if you do, and you mess with somebody who, you know, who does some of the things that I've had done to me, it will be like, oh my God, I'm nothing. But it was just like, oh, you're using what I said about me against me. Oh my God. You're so funny. Like, you're using, really? You're gonna, okay, like, that's literally how I had to, like, approach the situation a couple of times. It's just like, you can't use my truth against me. You have to be strong. Because I feel like sometimes people will date people that they feel like they can either control, or that they feel like they have something up on. So we're like, they're the prize. And I'm like, oh my God, you're not the prize. That's the problem. Oh, I figured it out now. See, you think that I should be glad to have you. Oh, okay, great. Now I got it. Now I totally understand. And that's why this doesn't work. Duh. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any personal experience, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in my next video.